Hi there. I'm Peter Fordrischer, the chair of the Department of Psychology. It is an understatement to say that it has been quite a year. I'm sure that many of you who are watching this have undergone challenges of sorts that you never imagined you would face when this year began. You are in the thoughts of all of us in the Department of Psychology. I wish we could celebrate together and in person, but right now, the health of our community is more important than our desire to meet face to face. Although it is true that the modality of our education and research changed dramatically this spring, the tremendous achievements of students and faculty did not change course. The response of the UB community, including the Department of Psychology, testifies to the great resilience, creativity, and diligence of all of you. In the span of just about a week, faculty shifted courses from an in-person to a virtual format, and students adjusted their expectations, their schedules, and their cognitive sets to engage in a dramatically different sort of learning. Researchers, students, postdocs, and faculty alike were uprooted from places of work and were forced to focus on different tasks and even to reimagine the way in which research is carried out. Finally, our hard-working office staff had to shift the context of their work and the way in which they interfaced with students and faculty alike. In psychology, we study resilience and flexibility, and we know what a challenge it can be to uphold these ideals to maximize our performance. You are up to the challenge, and today we celebrate that. And so this year, perhaps more than any other, I take great pleasure in saying thank you to everybody who has played a part in this year's commencement. To students, to faculty, to staff, to parents. Now, to the parents and guardians who are watching this, thank you for sharing your kids with us. It has been a great pleasure to teach them and to discover new knowledge with them and to learn from them in both classrooms and as they serve as participants in our researchers in our ongoing studies. Some of you have graduate students getting masters and PhDs. In these cases, what seems to be the end of a long journey is really just the beginning. Today, we recognize these individuals as the next generation of scientists and teachers who will help us learn how our mind works as it does. Some of you have undergraduates who may go on to a huge range of successful careers, which we hope are enriched by the broad-based learning that occurs in the psychology major. As psychology majors, these students have learned to understand behavior at all sorts of levels, from the functioning of individual cells to interactions among groups. To students, thank you for letting us learn from you, as we hope we have helped you learn and discover new things about how the mind works. It is a joy to take part in the intellectual awakening and refinement of critical thinking that takes place during the undergraduate years, and to watch you develop from an enthusiastic student into creative, independent scientists during graduate school. Your efforts to help us discover new things and your questions and ideas help us to broaden the scope of our investigations. Finally, as chair, I want to express my deep gratitude to all the faculty and staff members who make this department work. As I noted before, this was a year when you were faced with challenges you probably never imagined, and you managed the transition seamlessly. This is a group that gets the job done and done well. So again, congratulations to everybody. Thank you for making this academic year, strange and filled with uncertainty as it was, such a wonderful year of accomplishments.